with her many things because you also have a raw food business. Isn't that correct?
I do. Well, the thing is, my consciousness school's mine. It's something that I could never give away or sell or whatever. It's like the school is me, or the energy of it is me. And I've always, before I had that property here, I had one of the first raw food takeaways in Byron Bay. The food was great, but I'm just not a people person, darling. I was like the soup Nazi, seriously. So it's like, I'm fine if I just don't have to deal with them, you know? Anyway, I've been catering, of course, all the time that the people come here and have their experience. And they're, oh, you should do something, you know. I'm like, yeah, I know, I've done that. Because raw food's very labour intensive. Anyway, I'm pretty choosy about who comes through the school. So I have got time where I can do other things. And I love making the raw stuff, I really do. And I've got a few gigs catering other people's workshops and catering that sort of thing. And yesterday, I think, yeah, Johnny and I went and had a look at a food truck. So we'll be coming to a curbside near you. And, you know, it's fun. I put all good juju into the food. So it's like, you know, it's really, I really enjoy it. It's a great outlet. And because, you know, I mean, we're talking about this energy that we work with. I've got a lot of it. It's like I can have maybe 3-4 hours sleep and I'm fucking fine. You know, so it's sort of like I've got a few hours extra in the day to play.
Well, of course, you know, with you being in Australia, it's kind of hard for the rest of us that are over here in the States to be able to.
I've got a blog on there, and sometimes I put recipes out and stuff like that.
Oh, awesome.
So, yeah, look, we do a particular product called a tooth polish because my husband's a holistic dentist. And the tooth polish is pretty good. So we send it a lot over the world, around the world, I mean. And so, you know, there's a few things on the site that you can buy. And sometimes because, you know, I know I'm sending it to certain people, I'll send some of the food with it, like some onion bread, hello, Linda B. Or whatever. So, you know, there is some things that you can still get in the raw food, but not a lot, you know. I mean.
Yeah, true. I get that.
Not like the live, but yeah.
All right. Well, we'll put a link to that too. Now, is that a different name?
Alive and Wild. You are what you eat.
Alive and Wild. Is that aliveandwild.com?
Always. I'm a .com everything, mate. I fucking hate all those end bits. If it's not .com, it's not rocking. I
gotcha. Okay. Aliveandwild.com. With just like you. Oh my goodness. Because that is you.
I know, right? It's named after me. You are what you eat, bitches. I'm looking forward to seeing your interviews because you always ask really good questions. So, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing these other people who have come and had a chat.
Well, I've got so many more questions for you that's why I said we absolutely have to have multiples because your information is it's very different and it's different. It's different and it's not. Let me explain that a little bit. It's different and it's not. And what I mean by that, one of the reasons I wanted you to explain the dreaming is, you know, there's been a lot of philosophers who, and well, I mean, even Shakespeare said that life is but a dream, right? Or there's somebody, I don't even know. I know a lot, Shakespeare said something about, you know, all the world's a stage and that, but there's also been philosophers and people who have said that what we are doing is dreaming. And one of the things about your information that I found not just possible, but also plausible to me is that and when you say consciousness invasion, see, folks that haven't read your material are going, what the hell are they on about?
Just go and read it. You'll love it. It's easy. It's short. It's not that bloody long. And, you know.
Well, and
take yourself away from the Bachelorette and Real Housewives of Fuckery for 5 minutes and feed yourself. Feed yourself, people.
Well, you know what? That's true. Just open up and allow something new in. But it's so interesting because the idea that we are dreaming this reality into existence, and that we are capable of dreaming several realities at once is very intriguing. And I think everyone should go, I'm not going to say any more than that. Go and read Vicky's information. It rings very true to me. It explains a lot. And that's for future conscious conversations. For me personally, when I think about past lives, are they past? Or are they concurrent? And if they are concurrent, are they multidimensional or are they dreaming? Which is, I mean, because, hey, think inception, people. Think inception a little bit, because some of this is, it makes me get that kind of a feel. And that's deep and broad and wide. So that's why
if Mu, in her own experience as an aeon, forming into a planet was unique, because she also, well, she dreams several dreams at once. There's Mu, there's Panchamama. You know, there's different expressions of herself too. Now, because we formed with her as A11s, we have that ability too. We can dream simultaneously. A lot of these A10s that came off planet, even though they share our DNA, they don't share that consciousness ability, right? How they do it is through MerkaBa technology.
Yes, and some will recognize that terminology. And MerkaBas are counter-rotating fields, correct?
Yeah, but also what they are constructs that have to be filled with a life force.
Okay.
So they can't always fill it with that life force. So they need another organic to rope into the belief system to fill that construct. There you go.
Yes, yes, yes. And every time, that's just it. Every time I talk to you, I understand a little bit more about it.
Good.
Yes, and that's why I really am looking forward to us having more conversation. And I'd also like to toss out this idea to you. Maybe we shouldn't toss it out on camera, but I think you'll say yes.
It's like a marriage proposal. I fucking better, right?
Yes, please don't say no.
Okay.
No, would any of your students enjoy or like to have a conversation?
Oh yeah.
All together about your material and their experiences. Is that something that they might be open to, you think?
I'll ask him. I mean, there's a girl that's in the States at the moment. She's getting ready to launch her essence expression called elemental medicine. She has an uncanny connection with the organic no timeline and the way animals speak through her. And I mean, it's not like this, you know, shamanic bullshit or some, a fucking dog means this. And it's really an individual expression that she's felt through essence. So it's quite a unique thing. And she's been doing it for a while. She's went through the Vera school with me. And she'll definitely have a chitty chat. She loves a chat too.
Oh, awesome.
And I'll think about a couple of the others, because some of them are really private. Like
right.
They won't even appear with me on the what's her name. Some of them just also, they feel self-conscious. They can't express it the way they feel they want to express it. But, you know, and the other thing is I've got a few of them that are OS that haven't done the work but have been actually having sessions with me to, like you, they've had the essence connection. They've had some of these, not everyone is a candidate for this work I do, but everyone's a candidate for a private session. Everyone's a candidate to connect with essence. So it's like, I might put them onto you because a lot of these people have been leaders in their field before. They got disillusioned, nothing was working again. Of course, Mu's upright, so none of the magic's upholding, and they're discovering, and they find me, or they find themselves, and I, come into the mix. And it's great because all that power and that accomplishment that they made just getting to where they are, all of a sudden becomes their own. And I mean, the rest, look at you, Thriverama.
Well, yeah, so far so good. I am not going to complain. I will say, I am not going to complain. Now, I want you, if you don't mind, I want to back up for a second because you said something, and they'll, hopefully there'll be folks that'll see this that won't understand what you just said. Again, mu is how the planet introduced itself really to you, correct? That's how you know her or remember her.
Well, let's get this right. I don't hear things. When you hear something, that's a matrix construct talking to you. It's outside of you. The way that you had that essence connection, right? I was connecting with mu in that way. I wanted to connect with this sentience that I was in symbiosis with. So I kept connecting with the essence of mu, the way I connected with myself, my own essence, me, all the way back to source. So in true effect, I'm connecting with her consciousness all the way back to source. And in that connection, that symbiosis that was, you know, kicked off, so to speak, or reminded or ignited, it's like there's a conversation going on, but it's an exchange of feeling, and the feeling is so rich and loaded that when my brain goes to interpret it, it comes out with a whole fucking book. You know, it's like, that's the beauty of, one of the first things I do is I disconnect, or I take out a lot of the matrix codes that are wrapped around that pIneal. The pIneal is like the information decoder. It takes in light, and that's how the information travels on light, capital L. And so at the moment, a lot of the matrix, or if you're involved, you know, whatever, however you want to say it, is reading those codes. So we remove those codes and hook you back up to mu's codes. That's a whole different ballgame, like you felt, right? So when you sit in essence or feel that center of self and you're sitting in essence, literally this pIneal then acts as a up periscope. And the way it reads the energy, it reads it multidimensionally. It reads your experience, its experience, you know, it's like a multidimensional download. So in a second, you can have this pulsive feeling energy communication that's literally 500 pages long and, you know, 47 videos wide and what else. And it's like, woo, okay, next. So, I mean, it's not like, oh, Moo's saying, hello, Vicky, how are you today? It's not like that at all. It's a complete balls to bone symbiosis, a feeling exchange. The feeling cannot be co-opted. This is the fucking thing that's co-opted. The feeling is your balls to bone, back to trusting. Oh, sorry, yeah.
No, you are fine. So for me, I'm going to put it in my own words, and you tell me if I'm okay with that. So in essence, you received, for lack of a better word, a package of information all at once. And within that information, of course, is what you've written.
Well, the thing is, I don't even think of it as receiving. You know how I've talked to you about the puzzle pieces igniting? And you know how you felt that feeling of ignition? It was almost like in that ignition, it awoke a truth in me.
I see. Okay. And part of that was the truth of her name. And that's,
yeah.
Okay. I just want, when you say Moo, I want folks to understand to whom you are referring. And
that's my understanding. When other people have felt the experience, they've also felt that frequency or that word Moo. You know, it's organic. The problem is when people connect with Gaia, they're connecting with a matrix construct. When people connect with Sophia, they're connecting with a matrix construct. So by using that term Moo, we're all talking about that organic expression that we're connecting.